The sections about logarithms, R1 through 5, are, I think, a lot easier than the section about functions. So this section is for week 2, and I'm going to just talk real quick about logarithms. We did a little bit of this with ACT. If I have 3 squared equals 9, that's called exponential form because that's an exponent. Well, logarithmic form is just another way to write this. So if I write log, the base is the 3, and it's little. It's beside the word log. 9 goes here, equals the exponent. The exponent is 2. So you would read this out loud as log base 3 of 9 equals 2. This is the same thing. It's just another way to write it. Exponential form and logarithmic form. So up here, this first couple sections, you may not even need my help. You probably could figure it out after trying a few of them. So 7 to the 0 power equals 1. Log base 7 blank equals 0. Well, what number is missing? The 1. So the 1 goes here. I mean, you can figure it out really without knowing anything about logarithms. All right, so here, log base 9 of 9 equals what? Again, what's missing? The 1. The exponent goes on this side. All right, log base 3 of 9 equals 2. The 2 and the 9 are already here. The 3 is the base. That's the exact example I just did. The 3 goes here. Anything to the 0 power equals 1. Okay, here's one thing I do need to talk about. If there is no little number beside the word log, there's really a 10 there because 10 is the normal base that's used in logarithms. So in this problem, even though the 10 isn't down here, it is there. It's right here beside the word log. So the 10 has already been used, so the 1 is what goes in this blank. That's why, like on your graphing calculator, there's a button that says log on the front screen, and then there's also one that says log base. The one that says log on the main screen really has a little 10 beside of it as the base. So here, there is a little 10, and then a big 10 goes here. That means 10 to the first power equals 10. All right, so this one, 6 to the first power equals 6. So a 6 goes here. 10 to the third power. See, look at this one. This one doesn't have a 10 in it, but there really is a 10 right here. So the 10 goes here. 10 to the third power equals 1,000. All right, that's all you do here. Just fill in the missing number. And I believe that's all this section is asking us to do. Let's jump ahead and make sure. 10 to the 0 power equals 1 would be that one. Let's go 1. Oh, this one makes you fill in 2 blanks. But this one's easy because, look, they've already used the 1. Log base 7 of 7 is equal to 1. Because that means 7 to the first power equals 7 is the same thing. So this one, log base 5 of 1/25 equals -2. The exponent goes across the equal sign. So 1/25 will go here. I don't know if it'll let me type it in that way or not. We'll try it. Yep. All right, let's look at another section. So the next section, that was R1. This one's R2. Convert between natural, exponential, and logarithmic. So ln is called the natural log, and e is just a number. So here ln and e replace each other. So e is in the exponential form, ln is the natural log in logarithmic form. So again, just look at this. What number is missing down here? ln and e are the same thing, so don't pay attention to that. The number that's missing is 5. So 5 is that answer. All right, this one, ln and e are the same thing. So the 4 has already been used, so 54.598 goes here. All right, ln and e are the same thing. 4's been used, so 1.3 386 goes here. Let's skip on ahead and see if they look any different, because that's the same thing again. Same thing. Still the same thing. Oh, this one's gonna actually make me type in. So here I need to put E. Alright, so ln and E are the same thing, and 2 is the exponent. Okay, let's go to another section. Those are pretty easy. Alright, this I think is the same thing again, R.3. I think it just mixes both of them up, both type of problems. It does. It's the same thing we just did, except it's from both sections. So here the 0 is the answer. The 0 is what's missing. Think of it that way. Log base 10. The 10 is right here beside the word log. So I put the 3 on this side. 3 squared is 9. The 2 hasn't been used here. 5 squared is 25. Alright, ln and E are the same thing. It's the 3. 3 hasn't been used. Here it's 0.002. 7 squared is 49. 10 to the first power is 10. -1 here hasn't been used down here. I mean, I've already made it up to 64 as my score. Let's jump up and see if it's... Alright, this one's going to make me do a whole... there's a 10 right here. So 10 to the third power equals 1,000. And I've made it to a blue ribbon, so let's go on to the next section. There's 1, 2, and 3. Let's look at R4. R4 is evaluate logarithms. So if you will download that Calculate 84 app, you can type these straight in the calculator. Remember on our school calculator, we hit, I think it's alpha window, and then you have to scroll down to log base, type in the 3, type in the 9. But I can do this one in my head. 3 to what power is 9? 2. 3 squared is 9. So this one, 2 to what power is 2? 2 to the first power is 2. 9 to the first power is 9. But you can type these in the calculator. Alright, now this one I can't do in my head. So 4, because 4 to what power is 256? So I can't bring up that Calculate 84 thing on my phone because I'm using my phone to film this. So I Googled and found a logarithm calculator. I just literally typed in logarithm calculator and it took me to this. So I'm going to type this one in here and see what it is. This one is 4. So that means 4 to the 4th power is 256. So 4 goes here. 7 squared is 49. Alright, this one, there's a 10 here. 10 to what power is 100? 10 squared is 100. 6 squared is 36. 10 to what power is 1,000? 10 times 10 is 100. It's to the third, right? 5 to the first power is 5. 10 to what power is 10? 10 to the first power is 10. 8 to the first power is 8. 3 to what power is 81? I think it's the 4th power, isn't it? Let's type this one in just to be sure. 3, oops. Wait a minute, that ain't what I said. Yeah, 81. Four. 3 to the 4th power is 81. Oops. Okay, there's going to be a 10 here. And then I have to put 1 over 100. So I'm going to change this to a 10. And this is 1 over 100. It's saying infinity. Maybe I need to type this in a little different. Let's put parentheses around it. 1. Did I have 1,000 typed in there? Let's see. 10 squared is 100. I don't know why that was saying infinity. 10 squared is 100. And so in order to get 1 over 100, wouldn't that be negative 2? Because if I have 10 to the negative 2, I have to move that down and put a 1 on the top. So that's 1 over 100. I don't know why that said infinity. It's negative 2. And then here 2 squared is 4. And I've completely done this section. It's all the way to a blue ribbon. Alright, and then finally we're going to go to the last section here. I've done 1, 2, 3, and 4. This last one's evaluate natural logarithms. Again, you can do this one on your calculator. There is an E button on your calculator. On your calculator, see, I don't have it in front of me, so I can't tell you exactly where it is, but it is on there. I'm going to have to use my little old calculator here. So ln of e to the 5th power. I got 5. So this one says 4 ln e. So 4 ln e, and it's making me type in an exponent. See how there's no exponent here? I'm just going to put a 1, because anything to the 1st power is just the same thing again. So that's 4. Alright, let me skip ahead. We can type that one in. Let me make sure they don't get more difficult than that. You can type that in easier than me, probably. I'll try to type that in on my calculator here. Alright, so on my calculator, I've got, let's see, ln of e to the 22nd over top of 2 is 11. You can type that one in. And then I've made it all the way up to 90, but it's still one we can type in. That looks just like the one I just typed in. Alright, so this should help you finish up all of your IXL problems for these 2 weeks, and I hope I see you guys soon.